I was never really a runner. The way I see running is a gift, especially when you have stage 4 cancer. I'm Anne. I'm running the Boston Marathon, presented by Bank of America. I run for Dana-Farber Cancer Institute to give people like me a chance to thrive in life, even with cancer.
Join Bank of America in helping Anne's cause. Give if you can at BofA.com/supportAnne. What would you like the power to do? References to charitable organizations is not an endorsement by Bank of America Corporation. Copyright 2025.
Hi, and welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I am a food truck business trainer, author of Food Truck 101, Beginner to Winner, and Food Truck 201, Get Off the Truck. This podcast is all about helping you start and grow your food truck business. Today, we're going to talk about being present. Fans of Star Wars will have heard many of the Jedi Masters say, be mindful of your thoughts. Or they might remind somebody to be mindful of the Force. Basically, the Master is reminding the Padawan or somebody else that they're talking to be present in that moment, not let their mind wander when it counts. Being present is just another way of saying being mindful of your thoughts. Life comes at us at 100 miles an hour, and we often find our bodies in one place and our minds in a completely different place. Contrary to popular belief, human beings simply cannot multitask. What we can do is handle a number of serial tasks in rapid succession, and that gives the appearance of multitasking. Or we can mix automatic tasks, not requiring a whole lot of our attention, with some tasks that are not automatic and do require our attention. For example, think of a common multitasking activity I bet each one of you has done at one time or another. Text while driving. Yes, I know, none of you ever do that, but according to the National Transportation Safety Board, texting while driving is the functional equivalent of driving with a blood alcohol level 3 times the legal limit. Texting while driving is a distraction. You're not focused on one task or the other. Human beings cannot effectively do two things at once, even the superficial automatic task. All it takes is 1 second of concentration on finding that perfect emoji, and your car's in the other lane. So how do we stay present in our work duties and our family duties? The first thing is to admit to ourselves that we really can only do one thing at a time. Therefore, we have to do that one thing wholeheartedly. Admitting there's a problem is the first step to solving that problem. So with that out of the way, let's get to work on keeping our minds in the here and in the now with our body. While you're at work today and the work is starting to wind down, I want you to plan ahead. That's the first step, plan ahead. Write down the 3 most important things you need to accomplish by the end of the day tomorrow. And I'm not talking about doing your prep list. I'm not talking about having to slice onions. I'm not talking about having to cut tomatoes or having to do that HACCP checklist. I'm talking about things that'll move your business forward. The things that you're always going, yeah, I'll get to that. And then you never do because your body and your mind aren't the same place at the same time. With those things written down, now you have something that you know you need to work on instead of you grabbing the phone and searching for the next meme that you're going to post or the next emoji that looks so cool because you've allowed your focus to get away from the work at hand. Find a planning method that works best for you. It can be prioritize a to-do list. It can be an hourly work schedule. Whatever you need to stay focused on the work. After all, your body's already there on the food truck. You might as well let your mind show up too. Food service records are often broken down into hourly data points. The number of guests per hour, the sales per man hour, number of entrees served, number of desserts served, all those different data points. We in food trucks and in restaurants in general have almost as many stats as Major League Baseball has for the different players on the field. I suggest for the mundane task that you create an hourly work plan. In that way, you'll know exactly what needs to be done by the end of the day. You'll need to set realistic expectations to your day as you predict how much time it's going to take to do one task or another task. I've talked about in the past, Wendy's has a goal of 22 minutes to properly process 1 case of iceberg lettuce. So you need to have the same mindset. How long will it take us to do this task? How long will it take us to do this task? And have that fit into your day so that you know exactly how much time you're going to be taking on all of those particular tasks, as well as your employees, how long they should be taking on those particular tasks. What you've just created now is a training tool and a time goal for your staff. So as you teach your staff, you can say it should take you only 18 minutes to do this, should take you 12 minutes to do that. and you will know what to do next after finishing one task instead of going, okay, we just finished the onions. Now what do we do? Have the work planned out. Also, remember to give yourself small breaks to allow your mind and your body to relax. Even walking off the truck for just a couple of minutes when you have that 12-hour festival day going on helps you to refocus. And if it helps you to refocus, remember to give your team the same opportunity. Get them off the truck for just a few minutes. It's okay if you're already running 18-minute ticket times. Letting somebody walk off for just a couple of minutes might be just enough of a breather in the order-taking process that you can start to reduce that service time. Now, here's one that's going to be really tough on you. Turn off your notifications on your phone. That's right. No looking at your phone. And you don't want to look at your phone until the day is done or until you have arrived at the point of the day that you decided, I'm going to be doing social media during this time frame. Then you can turn on your phone and get into your social media. I'm talking business as well as personal notifications. So no email, no social media. The only communication to interrupt you should be the phone, and it should be the business phone, not your cell phone. I'm old school. For personal emergencies, I instruct my family to call the business line if they want to talk to me. And it had better be a real emergency if they're going to interrupt the work. When I get the call that says, Daddy, I need help with math, I would tell the kids, you're waiting until I get home. And that call only came once. Now, how can I say that and sound so stern about it? It's real simple. When your body is at home, your mind has to be there too. Remember, I started this out by telling you at the slow point today at work, plan your work day tomorrow. So when you go home, you're not thinking about what I got to do tomorrow. You're thinking about the food that's sitting in front of you for dinner. You're thinking about the kids and what they want to do. You're not going to worry about the food order you need to place. You're not going to worry about paying those business expenses. You're not going to worry about that big catering gig that's coming up 2 weeks down the road. All of those activities are planned when you are on the food truck. When you're at home, the mind and the body have to be in the same place. You're not distracted. There's no distracted parenting. There's no distracted dating. You're playing Xbox with the kids. You're passing the football around. Your thoughts are on the kids and having fun. If you're having dinner out with a spouse, your thoughts are on the dinner conversation and the person you're with. You're not worried about the food truck. You're not worried about anything else. You're being present in the moment, because those will be the moments you'll remember when you're 70 and 80 years old. It'll be the great time you have with the family. It'll be the great time you have with the kids. It won't be the struggle you had on one particular day at work. The kids, your spouse, your family, your guests, they all deserve 100% of you when you're at work or when you're at home. But make sure that your mind and your body are at the same place at the same time. You'll get a whole lot more work done and you'll be a whole lot less stressed. Thank you guys so much for listening to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. If you find all the information helpful to your food truck business, please become a monthly supporter of the podcast. Just hit the support button or follow the link in the description. Every little bit does help keep us going. Join our Facebook group. It's called Food Truck Training. We have a whole bunch of awesome members at all different levels, from brand new beginners to decades-old veterans. They all have your back when it comes to helping you with your food truck. And again, thank you for listening. Come back tomorrow. I have plenty more to say when it comes to helping you and your food truck business grow.